Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the English News of Bình Phước radio, television station, and newspaper. I'm Hưng Kek, and now let's take a look at our headlines. Seminar discusses measures for sustainable green tourism. Providing fruit and vegetables for weddings, another supply channel for farmers. Vietnam General Confederation of Labor convenes National Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, the Green Tourism Developments, Let the Mountains and Forest Eco Forever seminar hears many solutions for developing sustainable green tourism. The gathering was held recently at Bù Gia Mập National Park in Bình Phước Province by the National Parks Management Board in cooperation with the Safe Destination Initiative.
Green tourism includes tours to explore diverse ecosystems in the national park, educational tours, community tours to experience the culture of local ethnic minority groups, and health and leisure tours, among others. Along with traditional tourism, the trend towards green tourism development is continually growing. Developing tourism in national parks and conservation areas in Vietnam not only contributes to economic development and improvements to local lives, but also helps with educating and raising awareness about environmental protection among tourists, especially students and young people. However, to develop sustainable green tourism, cooperation from all levels, sectors, and communities is required. Conclusion number 1078 from the Standing Committee of the Bình Phước Provincial Party Committee on the Management, Development, and Improvement of Forest Economic Efficiency associated with tourism development in the 2021-2025 period and Vision to 2030 identifies goals and economic development in forests to improve management and protection efficiency, with all forest owners effectively implementing sustainable forestry management plans.
The chairwoman of Bình Phước Provincial People Committee had requested that head of relevant department and branches and chairperson of People Committee at the district and commune level radically and synchronously deploy solutions to prevent and control African swine fever in the province.
In a recent dispatch, the chairwoman of the Provincial People's Committee requested that people's committees in districts, towns, and cities direct and mobilize local resources to robustly handle outbreaks, curb any new outbreaks, organize the treatment and destruction of infected, suspected as infected, and dead pigs, while proactively implementing support policies for livestock farmers incurring losses due to the epidemics in accordance with the law. They were also asked to promptly prevent, detect, and strictly handle any cases of transporting, buying, and selling infected pigs, or the dumping of dead pigs, which may spread the disease and pollute the environment. More is to be done to instruct livestock facilities and breeders to increase the application of disease prevention and hygiene measures, promote biosafety livestock farming, and build disease-free livestock facilities and areas. Relevant departments, divisions, and branches, based on the functions and tasks, are to coordinate and drastically implement measures to prevent swine fever in the province. They are also to focus on strengthening information and education on the dangers of the epidemic, the risk of its occurrence and spread, and epidemic prevention measures.
Farmers in Phú Riêng communes in Phú Riêng District, Bình Phước Province have identified another way to sell their fruit and vegetables at more stable prices than at the market to wedding service providers.
To create elaborate dragon and phoenix-shaped trays as bridesmaids' gifts at weddings, service providers need many ingredients, such as vegetables like okra, bell peppers, and chili peppers, etc. Raw materials sourced from the farmer gardens are prioritized because they can ensure freshness, beautiful colors, and good quality, making it easier for artists to create their trays. Wedding service providers also need materials that farmers have readily available, such as coconut leaves, areca leaves, fresh flowers, and decorative vegetables. Farmers in Phú Riêng commune therefore have an additional venue to sell agricultural products and increase their incomes compared to simply selling at traditional markets.
Let's continue our bulletin with the latest activity of stake leader. More detail in the following report.
The 13th National Congress of the Vietnam General Confederation of Labor, VGCL, for the 2023 to 2028 tenure opened in Hanoi on December 2nd, bringing together 1,100 delegates representing more than 11 million trade union members nationwide. Party General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong, President Vo Van Thuong and National Assembly Chairman Vong Din Wei, along with many senior party, state and government officials joined representatives of big corporations and economic groups, and international delegates at the event. That the Congress is an important political event and a great festival of the working class and trade union organizations, which is expected to decide major matters relating to workers and public servants, as well as trade union operations. Addressing the Congress, Party General Secretary Trong praised the efforts and achievements of workers' movements and trade union organizations nationwide, emphasizing that the Trade Union Organization of Vietnam has significantly contributed to strengthening the Vietnamese working class.
Ladies and gentlemen, within the strategy for developing Vietnam's cultural industry, approved by the Prime Minister, handicraft as a foundation for developing creative design and cultural tourism. More work, however, is required for the sector to contribute strongly to the development of cultural industry.
Bamboo and rattan, ceramics, wooden furniture, embroidery, lacquer and stone carving. With more than 2,700 craft villages, Vietnam is home to about 200 different types of handicraft products, many of which have been produced for hundreds or even thousands of years. In Vietnam, many craft villages are producing items for both export and domestic consumption, attracting tourists and developing accompanying services. In Hanoi alone, revenue from its nearly 300 craft villages in 2022 amounted to more than $825 million. While there have been policies introduced to promote the development of craft villages associated with tourism, most craft businesses and households have been searching for partners on their own. The most difficult thing for craft villages is finding markets, because many products from traditional craft villages come with high prices, while product designs lack diversity and have failed to keep pace with consumer tastes both at home and abroad. In a strategy to develop Vietnam's cultural industries to 2020 with a vision to 2030 approved by the Prime Minister, there are 12 important fields, including handicrafts. Experts said there is absolutely reason to believe that Vietnamese traditional handicrafts can become a key economic sector, creating a driving force for the development of other cultural industries.
Ho Chi Minh City had set a target of welcoming 6 million foreign visitors next year, according to the Municipal Department of Tourism.
Given stable political, economic conditions and good recovery of tourism and related industries, Ho Chi Minh City expects to welcome a tourist influx from the Republic of Korea, Japan, India, and China. As of October, the Vietnamese Southern Hub had served more than 4.1 million foreign visitors, accounting for 82% of the plan for this year. As the peak season for international approaches, it hopes to serve 5 million international tourists for the whole 2023. According to large tour operators such as Saigon Tourist, Viet Travel and TST Tourist, tours to explore Ho Chi Minh City and inter-regional tours that connect the city with localities in its vicinity during year-round festivals are selling like hotcakes. The third Ho Chi Minh City Tourism Week slated for early December is expected to stimulate both international and domestic tourism demand and create an opportunity for travel firms to introduce their attractive offerings in 2024.
And that is for the edition of BPTV News. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.